longer are we going to allow representatives, diplomatic representatives, economic representatives, cultural representatives, academics, and on and on and on of the apartheid state to sit among us like equals, because they too have a right. How long? Because as long as we allow them to sit here, they will continue to kill. They will continue the genocide. And by the way, of course, we're all very grateful to what South Africa has done, but what has it taken for the world to finally take Israel to court on the crime of genocide? It's taken 75 years plus close to 30,000 deaths that we know of now. 30,000 deaths. I've lived in cities that have less than 30,000 people in them. Wiped out, gone. Entire families, as we know, completely erased from the registry. And once again I ask, what are we expecting? What did we expect? 3 years after the end of the genocide of Jews in Europe, 3 years after the end of the Holocaust, the world allowed the genocide of the Palestinian people to commence. In 1948, the world allowed an apartheid regime to take hold in Palestine. Not some remote place that maybe people didn't know about. In Palestine. What is it, 3 hours flight from here? The world allowed an apartheid regime to take hold. The world allowed a brutal campaign of ethnic cleansing, and the world allowed the genocide to commence. All three crimes against humanity to commence against the Palestinian people. What are we expecting? What are we expecting? As long as that regime is permitted to continue to exist, this will continue. If we do not put an end to it, we will see more Palestinians die, more Palestinians suffer, more Palestinians arrested and tortured. There's a tendency to focus on the West Bank and Gaza, maybe to mention Jerusalem from time to time. You know, Palestinians in Jerusalem right now, or Palestinians right now, are prohibited from entering the old city of Jerusalem, their own capital. Settlers who arrived yesterday as colonizers parade through the old city. Palestinians, some of whom have families that have resided in the old city for 800 years, 500 years, can lose their status like that and their property. I've been gone for over 25 years. I can go back tomorrow. I don't have that kind of history in Palestine. Settlers parading in Al-Aqsa while Palestinians have less and less and less rights to enter. Tens of thousands of home demolitions in the Naqab, where some 300,000 Palestinian Bedouin citizens of Israel reside in some of the poorest conditions, while Israeli settlers enjoy in the Naqab some of the highest standards of living. And again, home demolitions, arrests of activists, this is nothing new. Armed militias terrorizing Palestinians in Lid, in Ramle, in Jaffa. Increased numbers of hate crimes in Haifa. By the way, all Palestinian cities occupied in 1948, where the Palestinian communities suffer enormous discrimination and again have been living under a reign of terror for over 75 years.